Good day, welcome to Jimmy's Blacksmithing. I'm going to show you my propane forge in a little more detail than I once did before. And also I want to apologize for not keeping up some videos here. I've been very busy with many things, especially since the COVID thing. And anyways, this is a propane forge. It's a little warm, but anyways, as you can see, it's red. It looks a little more red than it really is. And anyways, see the red like that? Okay, watch this demonstration. These are lava rock, like for a barbecue, like a propane barbecue. Roughly, there may be different ones, but as you can see, this gets hot enough to melt this stuff into large, clumps, and I have to break it apart. But I'll show you how hot this thing gets. I have not forge welded with it yet. I've been wanting to modify this thing for a dozen years. It's probably been at least 10, 12, 15 years, 16 years. I'm not sure. It's been a long time since I created this thing. Most propane forges are enclosed, and you can see that rock is all melted together. They're all enclosed. Watch this though. Like a regular coal forge, it reflects the heat all around it, just like a like that, and a propane forge that's enclosed with brick. Well, the confines of a brick small forge like that is just excuse me, it's if you got a piece that's round or something like that, an irregular shape, you can't stick it in those and work with them. So anyways, check this out. Look at the difference in the heat. Got slag on there. I mean, it gets it that hot, you can use it. It'll get hotter than this if I really crank it up. I mean, I can turn up the heat too on it, but it's small work, so I don't like to waste fuel. And the interesting thing is if I work on an average of 4 days, let's say 4 days, 4 hours a week, 4 hours a day, 4 days a week, the propane tank will last about a month, the little 5-gallon one. So, and I know the large ones are real noisy. You can hear how soft that is, sound. They, you can have a conversation while it's going, and you can hear yourself think and stuff like that. You don't need earplugs. You don't need earplugs. And so, excuse me. I also like to just keep my hammers just a little warm because it's cool out, and you got to be careful not to, heat them up too much. But look at this, pretty darn hot. There's slag on there. Excuse me. My son just brought me something to drink a little while ago. Something healthy like carrot juice. Anyway, trying to take care of my health, especially as I realize that the COVID thing is still out there for everyone, and I don't want to be put down with it. There's too much stuff going on. Got work to do, especially if you're doing this. Anyways, I thought I'd show that and demonstrate it. There again, I'll take this away and you'll see the difference in the heat. And you can see the burner. I'll show you the burner, part of the burner. It's kind of an elaborate setup. It's basically a forge burner, excuse me, for a propane forge. And then I modified it to fit in this other setup into another burner. It's got an orifice in there, like, 25, 30 thousandths of an inch. And all I have is an old hair dryer that I took the heating element out, so you can't turn the heater on it. And now you can see the difference. It's not that hot. It'll kind of get hot, but look at the flame there. There's not much to it. But there again, you pull these in, heat them up, and that thing will get nice and hot, and I think you could maybe forge weld with it. I was hoping to, but I've got a coal and coke forge outside. Same thing, that I can forge weld with. And unfortunately, I have not done much forge welding in like 35, 40 years. And so I'm kind of getting back into it. But here's a pair of tongs. This was 3/4 inch. I know guys that call it sucker rod. I call it drill rod. This was 3/4 inch, and I purposely left the handles rough. This is all one solid piece drawn out. It took me a couple hours, I think, at the time, long time ago, to make. But it's real tough stuff, and it's real springy. You know, it'll never break because there's no weld on the reins here or anything like that. It's, you know, it's kind of a cheesy looking pair, but they were made in this forge, and like I said, this was 3/4 inch, which is, oh, where is that? This stuff. This was, I got a bunch of this at the scrapyard. So this was all drawn out by hand. No, I don't mess around. I wish I had a machine, but it's not a big deal. Now, look at that. See how bright that is in there? That'll do the trick. You got plenty of heat. Anyways, I thought that I would share that with you all. Excuse me, and I hope everybody's well. And I appreciate the comments from people. It's very, really inspiring to me. And when somebody is happy to, excuse me, get something out of what I'm teaching here. And there again, I'm not a master at it. I just been hammering most of my life. And so, anyways, I'll try and get some more cool stuff on here for you. And thank you for coming by. Subscribe. Doesn't cost you a thing. And like and comment anything you want. If you want something made or demonstrated, whether it's some equipment that I may have demonstrate, or set up something, or make something. Anything you got in mind, please comment. And thank you. And hope all's well. Happy holidays and such. And stay well.